Let's move over to the story now. The state's case against Nolani Investment and 6 others accused has collapsed in the Free State High Court. The acting judge was scathing about the prosecution's case and stopped short of calling the National Prosecuting Authority incompetent. The accused faced charges of fraud and money laundering in a case that involved 24.9 million rand paid to Nolani Investments. The state alleges the transaction paved the way for the controversial 280 million rand Estina dairy project. eNCA's Moloko Moloto has the story.
As the first state capture-related case to go on trial, the New Lane investment matter was considered a critical test case for other matters involving the fugitive Gupta family. But the Free State High Court wasn't impressed with the work of lead investigators Captain Isaac Bunu and Lieutenant Mandla Mtolo.
What followed was a comedy of errors. To say that the manner in which he and Lieutenant Mtolo dealt with the evidence is to be lamented will be the understatement of the millennia. One would expect that senior police officials such as he and Mtolo would know how to handle evidence, especially disputed evidence.
Acting Judge Gusha says some of the witnesses the state relied on were liars.
It is an inescapable fact that almost 25 million rand of taxpayers' money left the fiscus. The question that remains is why and who facilitated this. Regrettably, in Kasu, the institutions responsible to answer those questions failed.
Director of New Lane Investment and Gupta associate Iqbal Sharma isn't ruling out the possibility of suing the state now that he has been discharged.
This case shows that the judiciary at least is independent and strong. And we need this to continue in South Africa, because politically driven prosecutions are going to be the bane of this democracy. And they're happening. This was the first case, and there are others happening because of so-called state capture, which has also been a false narrative.
The investigating directorate says it's weighing up its options on whether to appeal the judgment.
So what basically happens now is for us to then study the judgment, to then look at the remarks made by the judge, and then to fortify our team to best prepare for other trials to come, because this judgment does not stop us from vigorously prosecuting the other matters without fear, favor or prejudice, and that's exactly what we intend to do.
As the state vows to prosecute other state capture cases, it may want to take the unsolicited advice of acting Judge Gusha.
Save to conclude with the following African proverb, and I quote, "Haste and hurry can only bear children with many regrets along the way."
Moloko Moloto, Bloemfontein.